Hello. So today I want to tell you about the game Middle Ages. And this is a open drafting game that has a lot of puzzly elements to it that I really adore. It is for 2 to 5 players. I haven't checked to see if there is a fan-made solo mode available for it, but it is available on Board Game Arena if you want to try it out that way. So in this game, you are trying to build up your land. So you have your character, of course, I'm green, and then you also get one of these flags that you sometimes get to place to essentially mark a future tile for yourself. So how does this game work? There are all of these tiles that line up with each of these areas, and they line up based on shape. So you're going to be building each of these areas up. And if you were playing, say, a 3-player game, then you will put out 4 tiles. So it's always the number of people plus 1. So if we were playing a 3-player game, there would be 4 tiles in the first row. And you arrange them by the order that they appear on the board. And then there would be 4 tiles in the second row. And you make 4 rows essentially. So you will have a number of tiles available to use in the game based on player count. And then you would have your 4th row. And you're only playing off 1 row at a time. So it would look something like this. You would have row 1, row 2, row 3, and row 4. And on your turn, you are going to put your marker onto one of the tiles in the first row based on turn order. So if I was the first player, I would place it, say, here, and everyone else would place, and then we go on to round 2. In round 2, I get the tile. It's going to go by turn order. So if somebody had placed here, they would go first, second, third, so on. So I would get the tile that I placed and would resolve its effect, and I would then place my marker on one of the ones below. So I would place it here. This would all go away, and a new row would come out because there's always 4 rows visible. So when I get my tile, I place it into my area, and then I resolve what it says. It says I get how many coins for different symbols available here and what we're going to do. So each one of these plays out differently and interacts with a different tile on here. So like the market will interact with my mill tiles and so on and so forth. Some tiles will let you put an additional coin down here so you can make one of your areas worth more. There is kind of an attack one that if people don't have as many of a certain symbol as you, they're going to lose their leftmost tile. There are ways to get tiles back that you have lost. So there's a lot going on. And then at the end of the game, any area that you don't have a tile in, you're going to lose 10 points. So you can't just go super hard all in one area. Otherwise, you're going to score a ton of negative points. You play 16 rounds, and at the end of each of 4 rounds, so 4, 8, 12, 16, there will be an event card that will either be good or bad and will cause something to happen to all players. So I really like this game because it's different every time you play. You don't know how the tiles are going to come out, so you can't just decide on one strategy and follow that every time. I like it because it's open drafting. You can see what's coming a couple of rounds ahead. So you can set yourself up if there's a tile you really want, then you know the round before you need to take the first tile to guarantee that you will get first pick on the round you want, but sometimes that means you're getting a lesser powered tile because the tiles do tend to get a little bit better and a little more powerful as you move across it. So you have to make the decision. You also have to kind of notice what other people are doing, and if they're getting really strong in one area, maybe you need to take a tile so that they can't do that. So there's a lot going on in this game for what is relatively a very straightforward game. Put your piece out, draft a tile, add it to your board, score. So I really, really enjoy this game. I've been playing it a lot on BGA with other people. I think it's really high quality components. All of these are nice and thick, and they really do slot in really well, and everything fits together. So as you're making this, it's very obvious where things go. Whoops, see, it doesn't fit, so it doesn't go there. And you're going to then have this really cool looking kingdom at the end of the game. I definitely enjoy Middle Ages. I haven't heard a lot about this on the socials, but I think it's a great game. I would love to know if you've played it. What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.